In this demonstration, we'll cover how to leverage the File Explorer within the Aparavi Platform. We'll talk about both simple and complex queries and how you can change views by selecting different fields. We'll also cover how to custom tag your query results. Once we're logged into the platform, to get to the File Explorer is located in the upper menu bar under Files. Let's start by building a simple query. We'll select the type of query we'd like to perform. In this case, let's take a look for a specific classification. And then we'll select how we want to perform the query. As you can see, there are a number of different operator options built in. And then we'll select exactly the classification we're looking for. And then click Search to execute the query. Once the query is complete, you now have a list of results. As you can see here, this query returned over 25,000 results. So, in order to further narrow the results that we're looking for, we can add additional queries to make a more complex query. And here we can select another query type to perform, maybe by content, and then another operator. Let's select any of these words in this instance and perhaps search for a particular person's name. We'll go ahead and click Search again to execute the compound query. As you can see with a compound query, we've managed to narrow our results from over 25,000 down to only 540. And we can even add additional queries on top of this to even further narrow the results down. There are a couple of different ways to execute a query within the File Explorer itself. We took a look at one simple and complex example, but you can also, depending on your comfort level, execute queries by select statements or by leveraging the query builder. The query builder will allow you to perform a similar query to what we did before, only it's a builder type function. So we can, for example, select classification, contains, and then we can also select the same classification we looked for previously. And then here we can add the context to search for. And once we execute this query, it should return the same 540 results we saw before using the other query method. As you can see here, it did exactly return 540 results, identical to the query we performed previously. Now that we have results from a query, let's take a look at how we can change the way we're looking at these results and perhaps what type of information we're looking to obtain from our results. So we can change the way we're looking at results by changing the view type located here. You can of course change from detailed view over to list view, icons view, and even content view that's going to give you some insight into the content that's being flagged for each file. Let's go back to detailed view, and now we can change the information we're getting back from each one of these query results by selecting managed fields and dragging and dropping different available fields from the left to the right to generate the report that we're seeing. So for instance, if we're wanting to figure out where these particular files are located, we can drag and drop local path over. You can drag and drop owner over as well, classification hit, a number of other options. And if you'd like more, you can also click Show Advanced Fields and get more options from available fields. We'll go ahead and click OK, and this will execute the query again, and we'll be able to view the returned results in a different way. So as you can see here, there are additional columns now that have been added to my view, and I'm able to see not only classification, create date, modify date, and size. I'm able to see the local path and then of course the owner of each one of these files. Now let's take a look at how we can append the metadata associated with each file by being able to add custom tagging to these files. It's important to note that custom tagging will not alter the metadata of the file itself. All Aparavi is doing is adding that tag within our database to that particular file. So now let's take a look at how to create your own custom tags. We'll start by going over to Administration at the top and then clicking on the Tags tab. Here you can create tags by simply giving your tag a name and clicking Create. As you can see, I've already created several tags here to apply to my different files. Now we'll go back to the File Explorer and execute the search again to return the results that we're looking for. And I'm going to show you how to actually apply the tags to each one of these return results. What we can do is we can actually check the box next to each one of these files. And what you'll see is the objects are added in here. And from here we can select tags and then select from the drop down and see all of the tags that we've already created within our platform. Now we can apply tags like delete obsolete and then apply it to those 4 files I've selected. Now that I've applied tags to some files, what I can do is actually I can perform a query based on specific tags. And if I click search here, this is going to return all files flagged with the tag delete obsolete. Tags are a really great way to customize your data set, and not only for reporting purposes, but also for policy-based actions as well. In this demonstration, we took a look into the Aparavi File Explorer and how we can leverage the File Explorer to easily perform queries and quickly get the tailored results that we're looking for. And then, of course, how we can intelligently apply custom tags to our data for not only reporting, but also policy-based actions. If you'd like to learn more, please go to get.aparavi.com.